This is Lakshmi. Today I am going to explain you about how to create a table and insert the values into the table and how to use the update statement and delete statement in one video. In this particular video I am doing all these three DML statements. Actually now first thing is I am creating a table. What we have to do is we have to write a create command, create table name, employee table, and what we have to give is here we have to give the column names over here, employee table, and the table values will be employee ID, and the data type is in this is it will be the integer data type, and employee name that is of data type varchar I am going to give over here, and the data length will be 20, and then this employee department that is also in varchar. So this is how we have to write a statement that it is going to create a table over here with the name employee name. So here this is how we are going to create, like this is like create statement, create table, employee table, and this is the name of the table, and this is the columns in which in this particular table it is going to have, that is employee ID and employee name and employee department. So I am selecting all this statement and execute it, command completed successfully. That means this employee tables here you can see in my student warehouse database. If you want to go and check in database tables here, you can see. Now I am going to refresh it so that my new table you can see that table over here, like here employee table. See, this is how the columns is employee ID, employee name, employee department. So this is how this table is created. Now what the next statement is, the next statement is we are going to insert the values into this particular table. For that first I am going to use like insert into sorry into employee table values is, and then what we have to give is the values. Our department ID is 1, comma, employee name is, we have to give it as it is a character. I'm going to give it in a quotes, like first thing is next. First I am going to give like the comma var department ID is like I'm going to give as a HR. Okay, so this is how I'm going to insert the values into that employee table. Now I am selecting this and execute. See, one row is affected. So this is how the insert statement works. Now if you want to see the data, select star from employee table, that the first one row is that is the data which we can see here. See, you can see here employee ID, employee name, employee department are the column names, and this is the one row which we have inserted over here. This is how the insert statement works. And the next statement is what we are going to do is update it, like update employee table set set employee name equal to employee name equal to some Lakshmi I am going to give, Lakshmi, where ID or department, like I'm giving the conditions like where employee department is equal to HR. So now if I select this statement and execute this, see one row is affected. So if you check this, see that employee ID where employee department is HR, that employee name has been changed to Lakshmi. So this is how this update statement works. It updated the particular table and a particular column, and with this where condition only. It checks the condition and it updates. If it doesn't give this where condition, it will update all the rows in that particular column. So the next statement is the delete statement. Here delete employee table, delete employee table, where I'm just giving here the condition like where employee ID is equal to 1. So the next thing is the next for our convenience, first thing I am going to give like 2. Deepti. So second one I am going to insert this one row. Now you can see this 2 rows are there in this particular one. So if you delete where employee ID is 1, so what does it happen? So one row is affected, that is it checks the conditions and it deletes. So the employee ID with 1 is deleted. If you doesn't give this one like condition, the whole data is deleted from that particular table. But this delete statement, it deletes all the rows, but the structure of that particular table will be there. This is how this in this video, like what I have explained is a simple thing, how to create, how to insert and update and delete statement of that particular table. So here I have explained all these simple things in a one video, which so many people they have asked me previously. So I am done this now. Okay, so thank you for listening. If you like my video,